It's time for the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast. Powerful and liberating business strategies you can start in 5 minutes or less. Now, here's your host, Dean Soto.
Hey, this is Dean Soto, founder of freedomin5minutes.com and prosulum.com, prosulum.com. And we're here again with another Freedom in 5 Minutes episode. Today's topic is this. People say they want change, but do they really mean it? That and more coming up. What is up, guys? How's it going? Oh, man, another great day to be alive, another great day for the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast. And I'm going up the hill and I'm seeing my chickens. Chickens, what are you doing outside the fence? Get on out of here, guys. Get back inside the fence. Let's go. Had a really amazing thing happen a couple of days ago. So one of my customers, really cool. They are a really cool software as a service that is in $1 billion industry, and they use our virtual systems architects to help people in their industry to grow massively very quickly. And so, sorry, I'm going uphill, so I'm all going to be all winded. And so, it's interesting because I'm looking at my chickens. I'm getting all flustered. Chickens, you making me flustered, girls. Yeah, it's interesting because out of the blue, they posted on Facebook how amazing our service is and how it's really transformed their business. And so they referred literally 30 people to us. And, which was really cool. And so I got about 30 emails from people. 30 emails that were referrals who all said, oh my gosh, these guys, obviously they're amazing. They're one of the top people in this Facebook group. They're, they're doing millions of dollars and yada, yada, yada. They've been in Inc. magazine or I think it's Forbes. And so they're like, yeah, I would love to, schedule a time to talk, right? Well, out of the 30, guess how many signed up? Or not signed up, how many actually took the time to schedule a call? Because it's not exactly the easiest to schedule a call. I actually so out of 20 of them, I used one questionnaire. 10 of them, I used another questionnaire. The first questionnaire, the former questionnaire was much bigger, much more questions, lot more questions, I should say. And the other one was a lot less questions. And out of the 30, guess how many actually signed up to schedule a talk to see if they are a good fit? You're probably thinking 15, 20, 4 people scheduled. And I even had one person literally just cancel this morning their scheduled call. Now, am I hurt? Am I like, oh my gosh, how dare they? How dare they cancel? How dare they? No. Partially because the whole what's it called? The form is meant to weed out a lot of people. But in the decade plus of doing this, I've definitely realized that people say they want change, myself included. People say they want change, but more often than not, Are they willing to actually do it? No. And so even with customers, existing customers, sometimes it is very difficult to get them to even spend 5 minutes, because it's 5 minutes a day, right? 5 minutes a day, and you can literally transform your business, grow your business, quadruple your business, I've seen, in 30 days, maybe even 60 days, depending on your industry, by spending 5 minutes a day. But a lot of people, myself included, are comfortable doing things the way they are doing it. And it might be painful. It might be something that's unhealthy for their relationship, for their actual physical health, for their spiritual health, for their business. They might even be losing money because of this thing, or losing a ton of time because of whatever it might be, but they're comfortable with it. I see this in the restaurant industry. Paul is my business partner, and he's in the restaurant industry. And I'm like, dude, you guys are archaic. I honestly cannot believe when I look at what some of the things you guys do, why you still do it this way. And it keeps your margins so razor thin. I don't know why anybody would want to even be in the food service industry. And so when you look at why people do what they do, a lot of the times, they say they want to change, but they get some kind of fulfillment out of the thing that they're doing that they say they actually don't want to do. There is some kind of fulfillment. There's something that makes them feel, workaholics do this all the time, something that makes them feel important, something that makes them feel needed, something that makes them feel as though things are getting done. And this is myself included. So what I do, my habit, I can tell you right now, my habit is, because my business is so systemized and for the most part automated, 99% of it, I will have it. So my habit is I will start looking for different business opportunities to start. Right? It might be some kind of affiliate marketing thing. It might be this or might be that. It can be a whole host of things. But I will go and try and start a whole new business for whatever reason. And what usually happens? Wasted time. Wasted time. But that wasted time, what I think is actually wasted time, is an indicator that something is not being, that's my comfort zone, is starting new things, trying to find that next sense of security, right? Rather than sitting and focusing on what is actually working and growing, right? So it is actually hard for me to stop with the new business opportunities. But whenever I do, that's when the change happens. That's when the big stuff happens. That's when I see massive growth in my business. So why is this important? You are comfortable doing things that aren't necessarily the best for you. You have habits. I have habits. We all have habits of thinking that this is the way it's supposed to be. This is what's going to make me money. This is what's going to improve my love life. This is what's going to improve my family life. This is what's going to improve my spirituality. And when we see something that's not working, we say, oh yeah, gosh, I want to change that so badly. And it's like the rubber band effect, right? You stretch a rubber band, whack, it goes right back to where you were, sometimes even worse than where you were. So often, this is why people pay for high value coaching. This is why people pay me tens of thousands of dollars to automate their business, because it forces them. Once they paid, there's no turning back, right? I mean, they can do that. They can start and just refuse to do what I say and waste all that money, or they can actually do it. But there's no turning back, right? This is why people pay for stuff like this, because they know that they're not going to do it unless they feel some kind of, they put their chips all in, right? So what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now that's purely out of comfort? Maybe it's onboarding clients. Maybe you are doing sales, and you're the one scheduling workshops, or you're the one calling leads, or you're the one developing the lead lists when you don't have to. Some of our clients come from simply cold emails that are built off of lead lists that are built by virtual systems architects from Prosulum, prosulum.com, where none of the stuff was done by me. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? That's purely because that's the way everyone does it. That's the way we've always done it. I want you to just look at what you're doing right now and see that and see what you're doing and know that there is a better way. This is why it's so nice when you work with people who are outside of your industry. Like one of the worst things you could do is have people in your industry consult you, because they're used to the same thing too. So, what are you doing right now that's purely out of comfort? Just see what it is so you have the information, and now you can start making a decision to do something about it. So the Dean Soto, freedomin5minutes.com. Go check that out. There's process scorecard there, masterclass. And if you want a virtual systems architect, someone who you can literally, no joke, literally spend 5 minutes a day showing them something, they'll document the whole thing, and then they'll do it so you never have to do it again. You can literally transform your business in 30 to 60 days into something magical. If that sounds amazing to you, go to prosulum.com and schedule a call with me or one of my team, and we'll make it happen. But until then, this is Dean Soto with the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast, and I will catch you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening to the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast. Now, head over to www.freedomin5minutes.com and register for our free masterclass and discover how to start systemizing and automating your entire business 5 minutes at a time. We'll see you next time on the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast.